All right, so I want to welcome everyone today. It's awesome to see you here early in the morning. We're going to get this thing started, and I want to start it off with a story about water. A story about myself. I was cleaning the beaches here in LA, and I just thought, I just want to do this. I want to make an impact in the world. And by the 10th one, I had 100 people with me. All of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, everyone's inspired. Everyone's, picking up garbage, thinking, I didn't know that the beach had this much plastic in it. I didn't know that I could pick up 400 pieces of plastic combined with everybody. Everyone felt, wow, I'm making a difference here. So that feeling really stuck with me, and I wanted to say, wow, what can I do into the future? What can I make my career in order to spread this message of inspiration for taking care of our environment, this beautiful place that we all live in? And so that began with water. I wanted to solve this really tough problem, and that's the problem of bottle pollution. 80 billion bottles are made every year in the US. That's, about 1 million a minute, and we're all throwing them away in the trash, right? Some of us are recycling, right? Except recycling is actually not doing too well right now. Still, 80% of all bottles, probably that number's low, it's more like 90%, are ending up in the landfill because recycling is tough, it's difficult, there's more costs that go into it. It's much easier to put things in a big pile and close it up and let it go for years and years. But these plastics, these aluminum cans, these actually glass even, they're lasting thousands and thousands of years. This isn't sustainable. It's something that our great grandkids will deal with. Is a bottle that I might use for 10 seconds today and toss in the trash. This is a tough problem. So with water, we can actually change this. It's guilt-free hydration. And that's because this is a biodegradable bottle. It's made with polyethylene terephthalate and a small molecular spacer that actually breaks down under the heat and pressure of the landfill, converting into carbon and gas in about 7 years. Much faster than anything else that's ever been seen. And actually, to tell you a little bit of the story beyond just when it biodegrades, is most modern landfills are going to be, and are today, they're ready to capture methane gas and turn it into renewable energy. So if you can imagine, when I drink this bottle, throw it away, in 7 years, I might be on my computer and I might have a charge from the bottle that I used 7 years ago going through the electricity system. That's pretty cool. To tell you a little bit about how my journey has been so far entrepreneuring with this, I'm in 3 corporate accounts currently, 40 stores in LA. We're gonna make at least $250,000 next year. And it's just been a phenomenal journey of telling this story of, hey, you can change, you can make a difference. You can replace plastic, something we all use, into something that's more eco-friendly, more sustainable. Notably, the car company Rivian takes their advice on what water to drink from some 24-year-old with an idea. That's kind of cool. Erewhon, one of the most known grocery stores in the world, for their eco-friendliness is pioneering this. And so where does it stack up? Because actually, if we really want to change the world, we have to go to the lowest cost area. We have to make it down here. And so another biodegradable competitor, Cove, launched a couple of years ago. Their bottle was so good it biodegraded on the shelf. They're at $4.
What do they say? Time on. What's their time they say?
They're moving on from bottles and they're doing other products now. Because it biodegraded on the shelf, it wasn't commercially viable.
No, of course.
Yeah. And so anyways, they launched at $4. Glass is around $3. This is for a 16.9 ounce. That bottle you see there. Liquid Death is 2. Box Water is 2. Box Water still takes 350 years to biodegrade. I thought it was just made of cardboard, but actually when I spill water on cardboard, it soaks up. So there's actually plastic lining this. And then obviously you have plastic at just this extremely low cost, sub $1. You can buy a 24 pack for $5, but it takes 800 years to biodegrade. So water is positioned right in this top corner with fairly low cost. It'll be about $1 and some change to buy it at the grocery store. But the most eco-friendly option that we have today, which is great. In terms of people who are along with me through this journey, and I hope I can invite everyone here today to join me on this journey. People from Whatrr with their expertise of growing a sustainable single-use brand, both the #1 and #4 employees. Hydro Flask, the founding team member, gave Whatrr this great phrase, guilt-free hydration. That's the new tagline for Whatrr. And as well, the president of sales for Cauliflower, the #1 cauliflower pizza, gluten-free pizza in the US, does 100 million plus of revenue, and she's like advising, giving good advice on how Whatrr takes it to the next level so that it's available wherever water bottles are sold. Definitely I've experienced some problems in entrepreneurial journeys throughout this. I actually had this one factory where the bottle cost $1.50 to make, and I had to shut it down. It wasn't profitable. It was, one of those days where you get the call, hey, the factory's shutting down, and I'm sitting there like, what am I gonna do? This is my dream to make this happen. Found a way to make it actually a much cheaper, 40 cents, 30 cents even, and able to make now 100 million bottles a year, whereas before my capacity was much lower. So it's been a great entrepreneurial journey. Only 40 stores right now stock Whatrr. I'm self-distributing. I'm using public storage. I'm like a one-man show. I've formed partnerships with warehousing and distribution next year that are going to hit 30,000 locations. I'm a small startup, and I'm looking for partners, investors, supporters. I want people to be along for the journey of, yeah, I want to change the world with a water bottle. That's more exciting to me than anything else. Even if we're just connecting on LinkedIn and shoot some text back and forth, that means a lot to me because we're all in it together. And so I think everyone here in this room understands now is the time for sustainability. What I think my message is that yes, it's the time, and yes, it's time to have top-down regulations and things like that. But I think from the bottom up, the consumer is really primed to go after this. I think we're all ready for a change. And the studies are showing this as well. People are actually paying more for sustainable water. It's not just like a theory anymore. It's companies are now forming, millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars are transacting in this new economy of sustainability. And people are more likely to buy water from a brand committed to sustainability. This is now, I think my message is, it's us that's making the difference. And it didn't used to be like that. As well, kind of cool that happened recently for water, but not cool in general, is the General of California sued ExxonMobil for frauding the public on plastic recycling. We all have this conception that once it goes into the blue box, it gets recycled and used into another product. 95% of the time, that's not the case. And Exxon was a big proponent of that. So now that we know the truth, we can move to something like water. This is the bottle. Maybe if you want to pass it around, check it out. This is guilt-free hydration. I think it's the future of environmentalism for single-use bottles. I'm pioneering it, and I'd love to hear any questions you have. Thank you so much.